My birthday cups. Welcome back to my channel. I just want to say, thanks for 615 subscribers so far. I never really expected to, make it this far into the YouTube community, even if it's, really, really small. So I want to read, you guys a story I am working on, titled A Rose from One. And it may not be the best voice quality, and I can't promise, but in the future it possibly get better throughout the videos I make. So please enjoy this little read of a work in progress, and after I'm done, maybe try giving suggestions or something like that. But with that, let's get started. First there's darkness, then comes light. Next thing you know, you're breathing, feeling, smelling, seeing, and even hearing. That's how life is brought into this world. I wonder if death is the exact opposite. Earth Taru! The snapping of fingers comes into focus. Jeez, girl, this is your third time zoning out today. You sure you don't need sleep? The girl with the softest smile asks, her voice etched with a slight worry. Don't worry, I'm fine, Liz, I assure her lightly, slapping her stubby fingers from my face. Just got a lot on my mind, that's all. I breathed out, looking at the puff-patterned blue sky. You know, you should really lighten up a bit. Put the past behind, Liz says with a thumbs up, brushing her light brown hair behind her ear. I looked to her, responding with a soft, maybe you're right. Tilting my head, I add, maybe I should. Well, I'm back on my shift. Go do something while I'm gone. Explore, I don't know, Liz advises me while waving her hands around. She then gives me a smack on my thigh. Just get off your lazy ass. With that, she leaves me alone with my thoughts, the leaves on the ground following her footsteps with the help of the wind. Leaning into the bench, I relax my eyes, letting the cool breeze brush my face. A sigh then leaves my mouth. Reluctantly, pushing myself off the bench, I set foot on the sidewalk, stumbling slightly. Out comes a groan from my mouth, my limbs feeling better after stretching greatly. I felt a bump on my shoulder. Not paying attention as I walked, a random person bumped into me. Instead of reacting or even apologizing, they just continued to walk, with their hands in their pockets and their head down. I didn't really apologize either, but still, it was rude for them to keep walking and not even look back to at least check if I was okay, I say in between my teeth in an awkward way, while sticking my hands into the pockets of my pants and walking along the sidewalk. Walking down the sidewalk, the sound of slow, vintage, butterfly enchanting music reaches my ears. My eyes fluttered shut, the music enveloping me. Beautiful colors filled my head as I imagined myself dancing to the beautiful 80s style music. You always had a thing for music, it shows. I sing along softly with the lyrics, scatting and humming softly with the tune. The music ended, but my peaceful mindset did not. So, I walked to the well-known library close by my apartment. With the opening of the library door, the ambience of the library switched. It was a fun little feature to add to such tranquil environment. Rose, our lovely familiar face. How have you been? A wonderful lady, Mrs. Basil Bottom signs. The signing was also a cool feature to the library as well, where you'd be able to learn sign language and communicate quietly while others were relaxing or reading. Even if you had a hard time learning, that's no problem. Just make up your own sign and play a little guessing game with it. Hey, Mrs. Basil, I'm doing just fine, I sign while whispering the words, a soft smile on my face as I greet her. Wonderful, dear, she signs, her half-closed eyes crinkling up as she too shows a bright smile. I then walk to a small table, some books neatly sorted on it. There was one title of the book that caught my eyes. The cover had a rose in a glass jar on it. Ooh, yes, I muttered to myself, sticking my face into the book. Weird. I always get the strangest feeling that somebody watches me or sits in front of me when I'm here. It's been an annoyingly disturbing feeling, but I always brushed it off, trying to trick myself into thinking that it was probably Mrs. Basil. watching over me like the good god-grandmother she is. That's still creepy, however. The day now ended, the wind growing still and the moon casting a cold glow onto the city. I walked through the alleyway as always to get to my apartment, only this time, I suddenly froze. The sound of wrestling reached my ears. I looked around frantically, frozen in place. It was dark, so it became a fight or flight situation. The wrestling grows more bolder. Then, it stops.
Wow,